Hello. Joe, yeah, two questions. First, for Nobina. When you showed one of the bigger, you had two vehicles. You had one, the SZ10.
EC10, yeah.
Yeah, EC10, exactly. But then you had the bigger one on the side of it. Is that electric? That's my small question.
Yes. So we actually run that in Malmö. It's the Malmö Express.
Okay, so that was a short and easy answer. Okay, and then to get there, I'm so inspired. I've seen the Rivian Park and what you're doing there, and I was there a couple of years ago. But have you ever approached anyone in Sweden? Because it would be great to see this in Sweden. But yeah, just a short question about that.
Yes, we did. Fortunately, we see a lot more development also in Sweden. But we also see that there's a lot of tests and pilots and demonstrations going on. And in all honesty, we are a bit less interested in doing so because it distracts from delivering the permanent applications we are working on. So we have to choose, but hopefully we will see more permanent applications here in Sweden as well. And we are also quite recently actually part of Drive Sweden, and hopefully we can influence a bit from inside as well. So,
yes, there were some questions here.
Yeah, this for Peter as well. The electric bus, was it have any automated or driver assist, or are you looking towards that?
That one, no, but yes, we're looking towards that as well. And then we come more close to Dennis Solutions. It's more BRT, and add on that, even if the smaller EC10s and so on, I think we're turning to be more dedicated lanes as well. Not fully dedicated, but more rules around it. And one of the problems in Kista, as we saw as well, was a lot of people not following rules. So wrongly parked cars is a big problem. Bigger buses, then you probably will have it on parts of the routes, not fully, and also maybe dock-ons, so you can have trains. So you remove one pod at one time when you don't need as much space.
I have a very short question for both of you, Peter and Dennis. How would you handle snow and ice? I know for Peter that's a reality. For Dennis, it's not, unless you have snow in Netherlands or Rotterdam. I'm not sure about that, so please.
yes, shall I start? Yes, it does snow in the Netherlands, and yes, it does snow much less than here in Sweden. Yeah, well, that is also for us impossible. That's the honest answer. But what we can prove is that we can deal with snow conditions the same way as a regular bus would. So the roads need to be cleared. Of course, when there's a small layer of snow, that's not an issue. But if there becomes piles of snow on the road, that's not possible for us, and that will not be possible because that's not part of our solution. However, the other difficulty in operating in snow is seeing through the snow, and that we are able to do. And we are able to prove that as well. So,
yeah, to get the solution, I mean, that's more reliable when it comes to weather because you have magnets on the road, and I think that's one of the areas where you're really good, and you have other solutions for handling that. We drove in January, February, March this year in Stockholm, and you know how much snow we have had this year. We stopped a few hours of driving, so when it's heavy snow, we won't drive, and that's because we haven't added on radar yet. When you have add-in radar, then you can drive as well, because the LiDARs is a problem. They see objects as objects. So heavy snow is an object. But if you add in radar, then the radars see through that, but then you have two systems that need to integrate, and you need to take a sane decision. But we just stopped a few hours during the winter in Sweden, so fairly good, I would say.
And one can add to that during those few hours, almost no normal buses were working either.
No, that's true. That's true.
This is for Peter. You mentioned that you didn't see much need for on-demand operation. Is that because that corridor shuttle going back and forth? Would you change that statement if you were to serve an area, wider area, where you were not able to provide a very high frequency everywhere?
Yes. That statement is more, I mean, Kista was a test. I understand that we had same decision wouldn't be to start there because we had a lot of cars and wrongly parked and so on. And that wouldn't either be on demand nor would Barkarby be so far because it's you can do loops and you can do it frequent. But if you do in an area where you have traffic every 20 minutes, but then you go on demand. So it's depending on the situation, I would say.
So as long as you have a fixed route and can afford to have a high frequency, you don't need on demand. Otherwise, you do.
Yes, I would say so.
I would like to comment on that because I not fully agree. I think it depends on if there's demand at all or not. Because one of the benefits of having driverless vehicles is that you don't have to drive when there is nobody asking for it. So you can make a real difference compared to a regular bus service because you see in off-peak hours a lot of empty buses driving around. So having a frequency is one thing, but having a vehicle in the specific area strategically placed based on the demand is, in my opinion, much smarter because you would avoid a lot of empty kilometers.
Yes, more questions? Everyone is getting focused on the dinner and time's up. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you.